So the question this week was, if you were operating a business, why would you opt to include overly broad waivers in your contracts with customers? Well, a simple answer for that would be that if you're running a business, you want to include overly broad waivers in your contracts because you want to alleviate any liability from the customers for the owner of the business to be held responsible for. I mean, and the more generalized it is, such as enter at your own risk, you can get harmed from walking down this slippery slope or something like that. I'm just making something silly up, but my point is if someone signs that before they buy a ticket to go into somewhere or before they gain entry into a business, it would be kind of difficult for them to be able to say, well, it's your fault that I fell on this slippery floor, whenever you warned them before they walked in that it was going to be a slippery wet floor and that they were entering at their own risk. So that's what I see. And I think that there can also be a dual side to that, is if it's overly broad, that you may miss something and that it may open you up possibly to more, I guess the word would be specific, possibly specific, depending on the verbiage that the person who brings the lawsuit against you. Maybe if you leave something out and it's kind of a broad scope, maybe it's something very specified that they're injured some type of way. And also if they can prove like that there was negligence on the part of the business or something like that, then they have a chance of, even in terms of the broad statements, possibly winning a lawsuit that way. The other part of this week's question was, under what circumstances would you as a business owner choose to aggressively defend your business against a customer's liability lawsuit? Well, to be frank, I would say just about in every single case, to some degree, you need to be mindful, because if you're a business owner, whenever people sue you or whenever people tarnish your business reputation, especially if you're a new business, for example, if someone comes out and makes all these allegations against your business and you take no action to defend yourself, it's going to tarnish your reputation, and it's also going to make it hard for you to establish a good one. The worst reviews are always the ones that people pass on more than they do the positive ones. It's terrible that that happens, but it's absolutely true. And so I would say that the time to defend your business aggressively, to me, in my personal opinion, even after reading things, there are different reasons to and not to, but I would say always defend your business, because you never know what that's going to do to tarnish your reputation, to harm your revenue, because that rolls over into every single facet of how you practice business. And if you show that you're going to aggressively take care of things and handle things, and whether or not you win or lose, in terms of like if you aggressively defend yourself as a business and you lose, at least you took action and you tried. Now in some cases, of course, it may be simpler to just pay out whatever they're asking and not go to court, and that may be the best option. But if someone is directly attacking how you do business or how you conduct business, it can truly affect the bottom line, and it could also possibly result in money that the business doesn't have to pay out that could be awarded to this person if you don't properly defend yourself and make sure that you're protecting your business's reputation, you're standing your ground, so to speak.